Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope everybody is well. Yeah, and welcome back to all those people that are returning. You're always welcome here. And if you're new here, you're very welcome too. My name is Gloria, and this is 1,000 Shades of Glow. On this channel, we deal with everything lifestyle. And today we will be talking about fragrances. Right, guys, we are heading into summer. The weather is getting warmer and warmer. And I know we are all beginning to get those summer fragrances situated. During the summer, I personally love to wear coconut scented fragrances. And I thought I would share some of my favorite coconut scented fragrances with you today. Voila. We're going to start with this one here. And this is Turab Alab by Ad Ar Zafaran. And Turab Alab comes in this bottle here. Yeah, it has this suede thing there, which I'm not very sure about. But today we are not talking about the bottles. Voila, we are talking about the scent. Now, Turab is a fruity floral gourmand. It opens with a lime and citrusy scented coconut. It has the notes of lime and bergamot. It's a beautiful, fresh coconut water sort of a scent. It's a fresh coconut with a sprinkling of those citrusy notes. The citrusy notes are not very sharp. They're not citrusy, but they give it a nice freshness and like just a nice hint of especially the lime here. In the heart of this fragrance, you have those the kind of usual florals that they put in coconut fragrances. They have white florals, they have ylang ylang, they have jasmine. I think there's hibiscus here. The floral notes in the heart of this one are quite soft, and as it warms up, the florals become a bit more vibrant, and you can smell them a bit more. So as it warms up, it progresses into this nice warmth. It becomes creamy. It does become creamy, but it's not a thick cream. It's not like a double cream sort of creaminess. The coconut becomes even more pronounced, much more thicker. Yeah, the dry down of this one is quite musky. It's musky, it's warm, it's slightly sensuous, but it retains that coconut vibe throughout this fragrance. This is a beautiful fragrance that gives you about 5 to 6 hours. It gains speed from being a light, fresh, milky coconut into a thick, creamy coconut. This is a chippy. Yeah, you can pick this one up from most places like Amazon. Voila. So that was a Turab Alab by Ad Ar Zafaran. Our next fragrance is Nuha by Cardlage. And this one, it opens with the notes of green apple. This has green apple on top alongside the coconut. Yeah, and this one, it opens with a nice, bright, vibrant, fresh, crisp green apple. A very strong green apple. Yeah, and that's what you get from the first couple of minutes, and then the coconut kicks in after a few minutes, maybe about 2 minutes. The coconut kicks in. Towards the heart of this fragrance, you get some floral notes, and amongst those floral notes, you've got heliotrope, and that heliotrope kind of adds some almondy nuances to the coconut, because heliotrope kind of has almondy tones to it. Yeah, and it's not just the heliotrope. We also get a whiff of jasmine. There's a hint of jasmine here that picks through. There's also a hint of rose. Yeah, there's some rosy, some beautiful rosy tone to this one. Towards the dry down, this one gathers much more heaviness. It becomes much more creamy. At the dry down, you have sandalwood there, you have vanilla there, cashmeran there. The sandalwood here is actually quite a nice creamy sandalwood. Yeah, so you get more creaminess from the sandalwood. You get much more woody tones from the cashmeran. This one is nice and enveloping, very, very comforting scent. that has a bit of, it has a sophistication to it, and a bit of sensuality to it. The vanilla here is sweet and comforting, but it's not overly sweet. Overall, a very solid coconut fragrance, very beautiful fragrance, and I will be enjoying Nuha by Card Large. We move on. Yeah, next we have Yara Tools by Latafa. I'm not a great fan of these containers, but I love the bright yellow color of this one. It reminds me of summer. Voila. But so to the juice, Yara Tools. And Yara Tools is another coconut fragrance. This one has a top notes of mango and passion fruit and coconut. The mango and the passion fruit here are quite strong. The sweetness and the ripeness of the mango comes through, but you also pick up as that sweetness and the tartness of the passion fruit. It's not a sharp acidic passion fruit. It's a very, very ripe passion fruit. Then that coconut is quite watery. This feels more like a juice, like a tropical juice. So very nice, very juicy. In the heart of this one, as it progresses, you get floral notes of heliotrope. This has heliotrope, this has orange blossom, and it has jasmine as well. Very similar to Nuha. This one is much more fruitier. It has also vanilla. In the dry down, it has musk, it has cashmeran. This is musky, but it's also powdery in the dry down. It's got a powderiness to it. Yeah, the coconut here, out of all the ones that I will share here, this is one where the coconut doesn't like come out into the fold. This coconut does not assault you, and you don't get those hints of coconut that comes across as suntan, that comes across as a shampoo. This is a beautiful, beautiful, gourmand smelling coconut that is heightened by the fruity tones of mango and passion fruit. This feels like a nice cold glass of tropical fruit juice or fruit punch. It starts sweet and fruity, goes down into soft floral tones, and then ends up musky and powdery with a hint of vanilla. And that is Yara Tools by Latafa. Our next one is Mont Coco. Yeah, this is Mont Coco by Maison Alhambra. And Mont Coco is another fruity gourmand. This one has the top notes of coconut, obviously, but it also got a peach note at the top. And the peach here is a ripe, juicy peach. And that's what you get for a little bit. The coconut kind of takes time, I have noticed, to manifest in all these fragrances. And that's because coconut, I think it needs to warm up. Coconut kind of tends to vibrate off of the heat of the body. So you get the top notes of a nice ripe peach. Then you get that coconut after a few minutes. And then the coconut begins to warm up. And in the heart, it has floral notes. It kind of picks up those floral notes of ylang ylang. It has jasmine. It has a tiare flower. The coconut becomes quite creamy, quite lactonic, very, very thick, opaque coconut. In the dry down, you get woody notes, you get musk. Whereas Yara Tools is like a drink, like a tropical drink. This one is a thick, creamy, it's like a creamy coconut or like creamy something. This one is very creamy, very lactonic. So very thick, very opaque, but very, very warm, it's beautiful, it's delectable with that sweetness from the vanilla. The coconut remains, like all of them, the coconut is the star of the show. But this one is supported very, very well by all those other elements that surround it. Great performance. Yeah, this one has great performance. About 8 or even plus hours. So very good. And you need to go easy on this one. Like I said, it's very thick. So yeah, Coco Montagne or Montagne Coco by Maison Alhambra. The next one here, guys, is Alusion Unlimited by Latafa. Kite Alfusion has the top notes of coconut. This one has pineapple. It has citrusy notes. It's got a perfect blend of pineapple and coconut plus the citrusy notes. The citrusy notes gives it a nice freshness. When you first spray it, it feels fresh and bright. And then once the citrus is kind of toned down, you begin to get much more of that pineapple, of the coconut. You begin to get that sort of a pina colada vibe. This one progresses into the heart where you find floral notes of frangipani. This one has ylang ylang. It has jasmine, the usual sort of floral notes that they put in these coconut fragrances. But they remain very soft and very delicate. But mostly it retains that coconut, pineapple vibe right down to the dry down. This one has very strong tropical vibe, very nice for summer. It reminds you of some far-flung beaches, holidays in tropical places, in far-flung places. It also has an element to it that I feel like it smells like somebody who's just come out of the shower. They are freshly showered and bathed. They are clean. They are smelling somewhat of coconut. It reveals itself in so many different faces. Yeah, voila. And I understand why it is so well loved. Kite Alfusion has great performance. I would say this one is from between 6 to 8 hours. So yeah, Kite Alfusion by Lattafa. Next one is this one, and this is Femme Intoxicate by Carrelage, the second Carrelage of our list today. And we have recently talked about this one. We all know this is an Angel Share clone. Yeah, so even though this one is famous for having that boozy vibe, you know, it opens with a spicy cinnamon note, and then you begin to get the oak. It's got a strong oak note. It's got a cognac. It's got floral notes of freesia, lily of the valley, peony, and ylang ylang. It has so many notes in here. It has almond. It has tonka bean, but it has a coconut. The coconut is not overly strong, but it's a coconut that is boosted by like nutty tones of almond and tonka. You still get that apple pie boozy vibe of Angel Share, but Angel Share in itself does not have coconut, or it does not have any coconut notes listed. But this one, they did put a little bit of coconut here. So not overly a very strong coconut, but it's got coconut nevertheless. So this is a boozy coconut. It's a boozy coconut. It's light, it's dry. And I guess maybe in the summer it might come off a bit much warmer than it is. But it's light, it's got a dryness to it, and I don't think this is going to be hard to carry off during the summer. It's a beautiful fragrance, a boozy coconut. Okay, and that was by Carrelage. Right, okay guys, let me know what you're wearing for the summer. Do you love coconut scented fragrances, or what do you like to wear for the summer? If you have not subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe. And if you can, please leave me a comment, like this video. And if it's possible for you to share our video, please do so, as it will help us to grow and to expand. And until next time, guys, God bless you and ciao.